Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Frassix, and in today's video I'm gonna be reacting to Camila Cabello's brand new album called CXOXO, and I'm so excited to get into this. You know, in all honesty, for what's left for the rest of the year, besides I think like Sabrina and Katie, this has got to be one of my most anticipated albums of the year, and I'm so excited that the day is finally here that we are getting a brand new album from Camila. You guys know how much I adore and support Camila, you know, ever since, you know, debuted, and then I reacted to Romance and then Familia, and then now we are here with her fourth studio album, and I'm so proud of her for coming so far, and I cannot believe, you know, the growth that she's had, not just as an artist but as a person, you know, throughout all the years that I've supported her. There are 14 tracks on this album, and 3 of them have already been released: Chanel No. 5, He Knows, and I Love It, and I reacted to all of those songs. So if you guys haven't seen any of my reactions to that, the link for that will be in the description below. But what I have been getting at ever since the start of this era is that I usually appreciate the songs more after I listen to them, like after I listen to them a couple of times versus when I initially listen to them. Because when I feel like I initially listen to it, it's such a drastic change and departure from what I'm used to from Camila that like I'm just like, oh, my mind needs some time to process it. But then, you know, like after a few plays, and especially like after if there's a visualization, you know, like a music video or performance, I feel like I appreciate the song way more. Not that I won't appreciate the song firsthand, but it's just something that I feel like I've learned from listening to what we've heard from this album so far, is that I need to appreciate it after the fact. So I'm fully prepared that some of these songs might shock me in like the most surprising way, but I know that there's a probability that I will really like these songs after the fact. So don't judge me too harshly on my initial reactions to the tracks. Which, speaking of, I know the past few days she's been performing those songs live, you know, in like Rock and Rio and then Morocco and whatnot, but I have refrained from listening to any of those songs because I wanted to react to it specifically for this reaction for you guys and for myself as well. So I'm really excited just to get into this. If you guys haven't seen any of my album reactions before, I usually do these claim track things where I claim 3 random tracks that I haven't heard before, but I feel like I'm gonna have like a good vibe with them, and usually at least one of those songs ends up being one of my favorite songs from the album as an entire whole. So we'll see about that. But my 3 claim tracks on this album are Hot, Uptown, Dreamgirls, and then June, Gloom. And again, I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling about it. I've heard a lot of good things about each individual track from what she's performed so far and teased so far, so I'm really looking forward to not just listening to my claim tracks, but listening to the entire album as a whole. And it's gonna be released pretty soon, so I'm just gonna stop talking and start reacting. So without further ado, here's my reaction to Camila Cabello's brand new album, CXOXO. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. The album just got released, so I'm really ready just to get into this. So the first track off of CXOXO is the lead single, I Love It. I absolutely love this song so much, and the music video. She looks so good, and just the visuals and just the aesthetic, I feel like really encapsulates what she wanted out of the CXOXO era, at least to like introduce us to the CXO era. So I absolutely love this song. Of course, like when I initially reacted to it, I was just like, whoa, this is completely different. But like I feel like the music video helped in like continuing to like listen to it. And then I also had my trip to Miami this year, so I absolutely was just keeping that on replay, and that was like my theme for Miami. So I absolutely love this song so much. And then that leads into the next song, which is Chanel No. 5, which I did react to because I was on a flight attendant mission during that time, but I did manage to actually record my initial reaction to it, so take a look at that. Hey everyone, I am in Vienna, Austria, and I cannot unfortunately react to Chanel No. 5, which Camila literally just dropped, because a week from today, from the time I'm recording this, is when CXOXO releases. So since I am unable to react for it, I guess, and post it for you guys, I will be including it in the album reaction, and I'm going to be listening to it right now for the first time here in Vienna, and you guys will see my reaction, so let's go. Oh, okay, come through with the auto-tune. Oh, that was like the intro, and now it's like a little bit distorted. Come through, hopefully you guys can hear too. Fritz, 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 I love... Aww, I like the slower paces. Oh, okay, we're getting a little bit of beats. She's talking. Hey, oh, she's an extra. I'm your leading lady. Oh, her voice so low. Chanel number 5? Hey, hey. Oh, it was just written by Camila only, at least according to Apple Music. Okay, so that was definitely, I feel like, a slower paced song than the other 2 songs she released so far, but in a good way. I feel like she likes to have variety in her songs, and she said, I think that this is like pretty personal to her, and I can definitely tell by like the slower tone and like the lyrics and everything. And I just love like how she's using the play on words. I feel like that's something she's been doing lately. She's definitely trying to like up. I mean, she's had amazing lyrics obviously before, but she's just definitely just trying to explore different things, and I really do appreciate her for trying that, because it's not something that I would expect, and I can only expect more of that from this entire album. The same with the sound. So hopefully when you guys are listening to this album with me during my reaction, you guys will be seeing my reaction to what it sounds like. So back to me of the future. Boop. And yeah, so the next track is track number 3, which is Pink XOXO. So let's just get into this. It's like an interlude of sorts, so we'll see what this is about. Oh, okay. I like the little... Oh, I like it. I like that. I really... Why is it only less than a minute? Why? Okay, is this gonna like lead into the next song? Okay, I don't think so. But oh my gosh, that interlude was just... Oh god, I love like the harmonies and just like the flow of it. But gosh, I kind of wish that was longer, not gonna lie. Anyways, that leads into the next song, which is track number 4, which is He Knows featuring Lil Nas X. And again, like when I initially reacted to it, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so different. But as I kept on listening to it, and then like the music video and everything, it was just popping, and I just absolutely like vibe with it now, and I'm just like during both of their parts. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen my reaction to it, the link for that will be in the description below. But anyways, the next track on CXOXO is track number 5, which is Twentysomethings, which she has been teasing, you know, for a while. Performed it live a couple of times, but again, I haven't really seen or heard any of those performances because I wanted to listen to it fresh for you guys and for myself as well. So let's just get into Twentysomethings. Oh, okay, and like the backstory that she said before she performed live for the first time, absolutely was just like, wow, this is gonna be a good song, I can tell. Her flow with this album so far. Okay, the beat is coming in a little bit. Hey. Dang, the lyrics are hitting. Or our hearts are bruising. Damn. These lyrics are hitting deep right now because I'm going through something similar like this. Oh. Elevator. Hey, she's like talking. No. No. I thought Camila also wrote this, but it was only written by Pablo. You can't really see it, but yeah. But anyways, oh my gosh, for being the first, I guess, real song that I guess I haven't already listened to besides the interlude for Pink XOXO, this is such a good... I knew that I was gonna like it with the way that she was describing. I mean, of course it was like sad, you know, when she was describing how she made this song, but I knew like I was gonna be vibing with this, and it's so good. I like it. It's definitely not as like hyper poppy as I guess I Love It per se, but it's such like a feel like emotional song, and like, but there is like a beat to it, so I was just like kind of like sad vibing to it, if you know what I mean. But I really like this song, and I cannot wait to get into the next track, which is Dade County Dreaming featuring JT and Young Miami, and it's less than 3 minutes, so let's just get into it. Oh, okay, we're getting a little bit of like, oh, okay. Okay, now we're doing some locational shit. Okay. Oh. Claps? Okay. Oh! She's like, low. Oh, shit. Oh. I keep on saying oh too much. The Sins. Hey, I like that. Hey, it's building up a little bit. Oh. Okay, popping off with the lyrics on this. Oh my gosh. I actually cannot wait because I know she performed this, I think, and I cannot wait to see her performance of this because I feel like it's so lit. And now she's like soft with her. Oh my god, Camila. I feel like I'm like on a Miami skyline or like a Miami like tower and then just like looking at like the sunset going across the ocean. It's like mystical. Oh. God damn, that's a lot of riders. Look how many riders that is. That is crazy, but it's like tuning or like going out with that. And the piano is just, oh, this, I feel like I heard a lot of good things about this song and I can understand it. Like, I mean, like, first off, the lyrics are just, I don't even know what to say about the lyrics. Everyone that is on this, or this song, just really went off with what they were saying, like, and like the locational things, you know, like South Collins, which I guess makes sense because, you know, it's like Dade County in Florida, obviously. But I just don't know, I love like the beat of it, and like Camila, like she was starting to sing low and then like she was singing soft, and it was just like, it was dreamy. Like I feel like this entire song as a whole, especially like the ending part, definitely the dreaming part of the title, I definitely felt that, because again, I just felt like I was just like in a high rise, just looking over Miami, the sun was setting, like I could see it in my mind, but it was just like mystical in like the best way that only Miami could really do. So I really love that visualization, even though like there was barely any visualization, I guess, but it was mostly in my head. But anyways, let's continue on into the next song, which I guess it's, I think, also an interlude. Koshi XOXO featuring B.L.P. Kosher. I don't know how to say that, but anyways, we're getting into it, so let's go. Track number 7, another interlude, so let's go. Oh no.
And I was listening to Camila, her music got me through it. I think that was the first music.
What?
Like, album is 2 music while it's playing. Like,
which album is she?
Camila.
Oh, her debut album.
XOXO.
Oh, why is that so sad? What is happening right now? Oh my gosh, like that was just like an interlude, but like not in the way that I thought it was gonna be. It was more so just like him like saying how much, I'm assuming by the Camila album means that the debut album by Camila. But I mean, there are some real emotional songs and lyrics in that first album, so I can definitely feel what he was feeling, because I definitely shed a few tears to that as well. But oh, that was so sad. But then that also just goes straight into the next song, which is Hot Uptown featuring Drake, which I've heard is a really upbeat, fun, good song, and I know she performed it a little bit, but again, I haven't listened to it because I want to listen to it for you guys. So this is the first time I'm hearing Hot Uptown, and it's also my first claim track, so I'm really ready. It's only 2.5 minutes. Girl, let's just get into this. Oh, and I heard this like throwback Drake. He's just like hotline, but oh, this is like kind of like, I can understand why people are saying this is like old Drake. Yes, go high with that vocals. Pisces low-key the best. Girl. The beat is like so good with this song. He's really stretched out that later, but oh my gosh, we are basically at the end of the song, I feel like, because it's just gonna end with this. Okay, so that was Hot Uptown, and I can definitely get why people, I guess, were really talking about this beforehand, because again, she performed this before, and I feel like people heard like a little bit of it or all of it. I don't know exactly how much of the song she really performed or shared beforehand, but I can first off understand why people are like, oh, this sounds like the old Drake, blah 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 blah, because like the way that he was singing, just the way that he enunciating, just the flow of it, definitely does remind me of like the older stuff. And I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, the older version of this artist is better. Like, that's not really who I am, but I can just definitely tell the references, and it feels so good, you know, just to listen to that. And then Camila on this album, or on this track as well, you know, with her high voice and low voice, and just when they also like sing together and harmonize, it's just like feels good. And like the beat, it's like, it was like hard hitting, you know, like spicy to begin with, but then it just like gradually like built, but then it also like stayed the same mellow at the same time, but it was like kind of like ass popping all in one. I don't know how else to describe it, but that felt really good. That song definitely will be one of my favorites for this summer. I'm gonna be popping it so bad. But then that leads into track number 9, which is Ugly, which also has Drake on it, but I think this is more of an interlude than a song. At least that's what I think I've read online. But anyways, let's just get into the track. Come through, sing to Camila. Damn, that's some lyricism right there. Oh, sheesh, things are getting vicious on these lyrics. He's really pulling that Ugly, extending it. And like the synths in the background. Come through. Is this just gonna... I think this is just Drake though. I don't think Camila's on this. Or is she? I don't know. I hear Camila in the background a little bit. Is she gonna be on this? Dang. This is kind of a sad song slash interlude. And is that it? Okay, I think that is pretty much it. And like Drake was basically the artist on this track. And it's just so sad. And then like it ends with saying, for someone so lost in life, you always manage to end up at my place. That's crazy. That is crazy that he just said that. But I really like it's so subtle, but like it like gradually builds up. Okay, so the next track is track number 10, and it's also my second claim track, and it is Dream Girls. So let's just get into this. It's less than 3 minutes, but I'm really ready just to get into this. So here we go. Oh, I'm liking the beat so far. Oh, we're getting a little bit of that Latin flavor. She's just naming off these. This is gonna be vibing. Body yaddy yaddy yaddy. This beat and the claps and everything. This is crazy. We are just naming off people. Oh, oh. Dang, I feel like that ending part was definitely like, I guess, to, you know, all the girls and all the women and stuff. And I absolutely, I don't even know where to start with this song. I just really like the beat of this song. It's definitely like Miami-esque vibe, beachy, summery, and I really do vibe with that. And I feel like this song has definitely good potential, but just like her like message with this song as well, just saying that she's the shit, you're the shit, like the empowerment that the song has is really, really empowering. Especially, I mean, like, I'm obviously not a girl, but I feel like I can definitely relate to this, and this would definitely give me some confidence. And I feel like I could bop this at the gym and work on, you know, my body and be hot girl summer ready. But overall, I really like, as my second claim track, I feel like I made a good choice so far, right? Okay, let's just keep this going. So the next track is track number 11, which is 305 Till I Die. And she, you know, she said that like in interviews and also in the album trailer. So I really am excited just to hear this song, because I don't know what it could sound like. Is this supposed to be from something, or is that just like her friends? Oh, this is just an interlude. This was written? I feel like these were just people talking, but I guess they could probably just be acting and talking at the same time. But wow, okay, I feel that. I vibe with that so far. The next track is track number 12, which is B.O.A.T, which she's been talking about, you know, beforehand and saying everyone's the boat, I'm the boat, you're the boat, we're all the boats, and this is less than 3 minutes, so let's get into this. Okay, this is a lot slower starting than I expected it to be. Is this supposed to be like a ballad of sorts? Oh she's going off with these lyrics. Okay, come through, sing with the emotion. What? Dang, this is like a lot sadder than I thought this was. I thought this was gonna be empowering. Never mind, this is like emotional. I love the instrumental to this, you know, just the piano and like just those subtle, and then like that cheering in the back. Okay, and that was B.O.A.T, which again, I thought this was gonna be more empowering, but I guess maybe I just wasn't really paying attention or whatnot, because it turned out to be a really sad song, and a song that, on all honesty, I feel like the lyrics, I feel like these are lyrics that I will relate to in the future, which is not a good thing. But I really love the way she was singing, like you could just tell like she was just pouring her heart and her soul out into this. Definitely one of my favorites. I just love when Camila does like slower emotional songs. I mean, like, of course it's like sad, but like that's what makes it so good. If you feel me, you feel me. So next is track number 13, which is Pretty When I Cry. It's 2.5 minutes, so let's go. Is this gonna be another emotional song? I like the way she's singing though. It's like, yeah, no. Oh, we're getting these like subtle beats. Oh, okay, come through with the. Speak those words. This, like, the lyrics are sad, but like, I can't help but throw ass in my seat right now. What is this beat? I feel like this beat and the lyrics definitely are not what I expected it to be. Okay, and that was Pretty When I Cry, and I did not expect that beat to go with. I feel like if I read these lyrics, I would not have expected this beat, and if I listened to just the beat, I would not have expected these lyrics. Of course, she's Pretty When I Cry. It's like kind of crying in the club kind of, you know, vibes, but it's more of an upbeat, like vibey thing. So I feel like it's kind of like a distracting, like if you're like in a club and you're crying, but like the beat's popping, you're just like, it's more of a distraction, like the beat, like you're still expressing those emotions, but you're still vibing. I feel like this is what it's giving off. Miami club vibes, but that was just, I just didn't expect that, like in a good way, But what is not good is that we are at the last track of this album, which is also my third claim track, and it's June Gloom. I heard that this is gonna be kind of a sad song. I know she performed it, I just don't know how it's gonna sound, but I don't want this to end, but let's just get into it, which is the last track of CXOXO, June Gloom. I like the little like accordion feel in the background. Oh, call him out. Shut the like she's like, it's so high, her voice is so high. It doesn't even sound like Camila. Oh my gosh. Oh. I like the flow and like the beat kicked in. Yeah. Okay. No, that is the end of it. Oh my god, that song, not gonna lie, I was getting kind of like everybody at this party vibes, if you get what I'm saying, just because it's just like she's talking about like, even though like I feel like in the song like she's broken up with the person, but she's saying like, why are you still here? You know, I'm thinking about you, kind of stuff like that. So I was getting a little bit of hints of those vibes, but that was just like, dang, I thought it was gonna be, because I think, I don't know, I just thought that that was gonna be more of like an emotional kind of thing. I mean, it was emotional, but it's like the beat was definitely a lot different than I thought it was gonna be, like in a good way. Like the beat was just like constant, and then it just built and built, and like her voice, especially at the beginning, was just like, I did not expect that from Camila. But anyways, we are done with the album CXOXO, and in all honesty, it doesn't feel like I went through 14 tracks. Granted, I know we already had 3 of them, but sheesh, like I just went through each different song, and like granted we did get what, like 3 interludes, but still I cannot believe that it's over. But the one thing that I did say earlier in this reaction video is that I felt like maybe, according to like the first 3 songs that I heard, you know, that she released before the album, that I was gonna have to get used to these songs or liking it, which is not a bad thing, but it's just something that I thought I was gonna be doing. But for each of these songs, even the interludes, I felt like I didn't really need, like I liked it the first time listening to it. Like I didn't have to like be like, oh, this is like interesting, like let me listen to it more and more to see if I like it or not. Like I didn't really have to decide that in my head, because like I absolutely, like Twentysomethings was so good, Hot Uptown was such a vibe, like just, and then like B.O.A.T, emotional. But just overall, like I feel like, even though people are saying, oh, that's a rebrand, it's trying to change up completely 180 from what she's done before, I still feel like pieces of the old Camila are still scattered within these tracks. You know, like from her first, second, and third album, I feel like all of those parts are incorporated into this. But I feel like this album is the most forward she's been. Like she's definitely stepped out of her, I guess, comfort zone. Like I feel like she's evolved with each album, you know, like with Camila just being her first album, and then the second one being like more, I guess, more poppier, I guess more emotional, kind of experimental in more of like a classical way. But then we go to Familia, which is more of her roots, and now like Miami, I guess it's just more of like the vibe, the aesthetic, just being like a bad bitch. It definitely feel like it's a progression, and I feel like this was in a way inevitable. Like her doing this album and this sound was definitely something like I feel like not a lot of artists can pull off, but in all honesty, I feel like she pulled off this album well, and I don't really get the bad vibes from this album. Like I know I saw a few, I guess, album kind of critiques from like the critic master, whatever you call that, reviews, and people were kind of like, like it's interesting, but like I don't know if I like it or not. But I feel like with the songs that I've listened to, I definitely feel like it's a lot better than a lot of other artists that put out albums within the past few months this year, honestly. So will I say that this is my favorite Camila album? I mean, of course, like Romance has such a special place in my heart just because of the time and just the songs and what it got me through. So I feel like I wouldn't say it necessarily topped that, but I do really love the, I guess, the freeness, the carefreeness, the I don't give a fuck feeling that this album calculates. And I cannot wait to, I guess, if she goes on tour, which I really hope she goes on tour for this, because I will be vibing to each and every one of these songs. I'll be doing all the choreo, I'll be dressing up like a bad bitch, and I cannot wait to see her live, because I was supposed to go on the Romance tour, but obviously that got canceled. So now I cannot wait to listen to all these songs live and actually go back, because I know that, again, she performed some of these songs live already, so I cannot wait to go back to those performances and watch those. But anyways, I do love this album, so congrats to Camila. I feel like the wait was worth it. In all honesty, the only critique that I have is that I wish there were more songs, even though there are, again, 14 tracks. But I don't know. Anyways, what do you guys think of this album? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? Just let me know in the comments down below. Congrats to Camila on this release. I cannot wait to see what this era has in store for all of us. You know, 305 till I die. Like that, I just absolutely love it. I love it. Camila being blonde is part of the reason why I really wanted to, I guess, go blonde. I mean, but I can't, because, you know, Milan Cherry and just like people thought I would look ugly as a blonde. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching this reaction. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all the usual things. Follow me, my social media accounts, just keep up with everything that I do. And until the next video, the wonder won't stop. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Boo.